Welcome back to my Twisted Life TV. I am Poetry. You are here for Traveling Talk Tuesday. How are you doing? How you been? I've been all right, y'all. I've been all right. I'm finna run it right into the sun. The sun is like really, right now. I'm hot. I'm muggy, and I want my windows down, but I got to turn the air on because I'm talking to y'all. Because I don't know how it's going to pick up. So I swear, I had a list of things that I was going to talk to y'all about. And now I don't remember what the hell I was going to say. I should have wrote the shit down. I said I was going to start writing stuff down for Traveling Talk Tuesday. And then it never happened. It just never happened. But I'm telling y'all, unintentionally, it never happened, but intentionally, I originally was like, I'm not going to write stuff down because then it makes the conversation less authentic, because y'all know these be rambling conversations, stuff off the top of my damn head. Oh, I got the light, and ain't no kids crossing. Ooh, I just don't know how excited that made me. Like yesterday, I came here, I was leaving the house late yesterday, right? Heading to work, and I pulled up to this intersection. And I'm like, I'm already late. The light turned green. And they had to cross some damn kids. I was like, I'll be damned. So it was before the kids even finished crossing the street, the light turned back red. So now I got to wait at this motherfucker again. Y'all know, I told y'all before, in Orlando, the lights last 4 minutes. Each. 4 minutes. Back in St. Louis, 13 seconds per light. That's how long you were sitting in the intersection. Here, 4 minutes. So by me, I already come up on a light that was red, and then they did the school crossing, and then the light turned red again. That's 8 minutes. I'm sitting at a light, and I'm already late for work. I was so doggone late. I think I got there like 8:30, and I ain't leaving no earlier today. It's 7:47. I should have left my house at 7:25. But I know what I'm doing today, and this is Tuesday. It's one of the lightest days of the week, so maybe I won't have any issues getting out of the office on time and still doing my job in a timely fashion. Maybe I won't. So, last week I headed to the funeral, went to LA. I don't have much to say about my flights, with the exception of American fucking Airlines. Now, y'all, I was sitting here complaining about Spirit teeny weeny airlines. Remember when I showed y'all that picture of Norwegian Airlines and we had like silly string as our seat back pocket? That's exactly how Spirit Airlines was too. We had silly string with a seat back pocket, but I didn't take another picture because y'all already saw that stuff on Norwegian. But the flights were cool as far as like, I ain't had nobody kicking my damn seat. Even though we was sitting knee to knee. I mean, I'm 5 feet tall. My knees was on the seat back pocket of the seat in front of me. Keena was like, I just can't. With no recliner, you just sitting straight up the entire route. And the seats, remember them old hard chairs you used to have back in elementary school? You know, with the little bucket seat part? Yeah, that's exactly how those seats feel on Spirit Airlines. Horrible. I don't ever go nowhere long distance on that flight. If you don't take Spirit Airlines, your best bet is to go and get off and have a delay. And get off and go to another city so you can stretch, maneuver your body in some kind of fashion that your assets, your hind parts, ain't hurting. Because that was uncomfortable. It is uncomfortable. But we only took Spirit Airlines coming home. Going out, we took American Express. We took American. Before we left the crib, got a text message saying your flight being delayed. Okay, so we're supposed to leave at 9. So the flight was gonna leave at 9:23. Cool. Before we left the house again, we got another text. Flight not gonna leave her. Was we leaving it now? No, that was 12. Our flight was leaving at 11:57. We got the first flight, said it was gonna leave at 12:23. Delayed. Okay. Before we leave the house, got the next one said it's not gonna leave to almost 1. Okay. Before we left the house, it got the next one says it's not gonna leave the 123. Like, come on now, how many delays? So now the flight's supposed to leave left at 11:57. It's now not leaving until 123. So we decided to go ahead and leave the house. Go ahead and get there and make sure that we can find us a parking spot and get to the plane. Right, go through security and everything. We going through security. Got another text message. Baby, our flight didn't leave to almost 3 o'clock. We supposed to be in LA at 2. We supposed to have landed in LA at 2 o'clock LA time, which would been 5 o'clock Florida time, because it's a 3-hour time difference. We left 3 hours later than what we were supposed to. Now, I don't know what was going on in the airport, because apparently, doggone near every flight in the airport for American was delayed by hours, not just minutes, hours. I saw on the news when I got back home that the flight on Delta, I think it was other airlines too, Delta delayed their flight 18 freaking hours. 18 hours. And then they wasn't going to comp you no voucher or nothing because they didn't cancel the flight. Baby, I'd been mad as hell. Mad as hell. Well, we get to LA. Our biggest issues was hotels. Y'all know I wait till the last minute to book everything. But this time I didn't think it was going to be no big issue. Oh, shit. I'm losing my brain. I was supposed to be putting this on my lips so I left the driveway. And it didn't happen. I love me some shimmer, y'all. I love me some shimmer. Okay. So, hotels was the biggest issue. We get out there, we find out that there's conventions like crazy going on in LA. So we know downtown LA is going to be packed. But, you know, my uncle stayed in Inglewood. So, did he stay in Inglewood? No, he stayed in the Crenshaw district. So, we gonna stay near there, hopefully. I'm bougie, y'all. I realize I'm bougie. They wasn't with the light. We here forever. I realize how bougie I am. Because we looking for hotels and everybody recommending us motels. Now, the thing I have with motels is usually there's a prostitution ring being run out of the motels. Usually there's dope fiends and on the set, dope dealers hanging out. Usually rape men or men that look like they could be raping men, gang bangers. All that stuff usually hang out at the motel because they have leaner restrictions on, you know, booking the rooms. Most times you ain't got to have no ID. Just bring some cash. You know what I'm saying? What is with the light? I mean, we've been here forever. You should see how backed up this road is. I'm moving up right now, but only because somebody jumped out the lane. What the heck is going on? We already got an 8-minute wait on the damn light now. Oh, not 8, 4 minutes. Now we probably got 8. Because the mug either didn't change or people didn't move when the light changed. I can't see it. That's how far back I am. What the hell is going on? It's already 7:53. Like, seriously, we're not going nowhere. So, my mom tells me that my cousin from Detroit, one of my uncle's daughters, was coming from Detroit, and they were going to get hotel rooms later that day. I'm like, cool. What's the name of the hotel? She gave me Hilton Downey, something like that. Okay. I looked up Hilton Downey, couldn't find it. I found a city called Downey. So I hit her back and says, why are we, I swear people are just jumping out of this lane. I guess the light ain't changing. This is ridiculous. I'm getting concerned, y'all. I am. That I'm getting held up by a red fucking light. Not a traffic jam, not an accident, a red light. Somebody better run this motherfucker. That's how I'm feeling at this point. Somebody need to run it. It's problems. Because, okay, it's people here on the right-hand side now. Y'all can't see them. But these people done got out of their vehicles. Because the light ain't changing. I thought it was an accident or something. No, they are outside the car. Just like, what the fuck is going on with the light? And I bet you if I go down the street and try to bust a Yui, because I need to get through this fucking light. If I go down the street and bust a U, the light will probably change. But I can't see. My blind side is over there because there's an 18-wheeler in this lane. And he's kind of hovering in both lanes right now. Oh my God, the light changed. People clapping. The people that were standing outside their cars clapping. They didn't make no damn sense. And then it better not change by fat. It gonna have the fucking audacity to try to change. I'm running this light. Fuck that. I'm not finna sit there again. It had a nerve to change quickly. Get in your motherfucking lane. Damn. Y'all made me forget what I was talking about. The hotel. So my mama. So I asked her, I said, okay, is it the Hilton in Downey? Because I can't find a Hilton Downey. My mama say, something like, I can't even remember exactly what the fuck I was talking about. She said something like, we gonna give me your information or create a Hilton Honors account and we'll give you the information later. Oh, and I'm like, what the fuck, is the hotel a secret? You can't give me the name of it? I gotta create a whole Hilton Honors account for me to get the name of the fucking hotel? Okay, I figured out what they was trying to do. Well, I didn't figure it out until I got there. So I land, still don't have the flight and the hotel information. I'm like, I need to book a fucking hotel, right? So I'm like, what the fuck is the name of the hotel so I could just book it? They were trying to get me a family and friends discount, so to speak. My mama like, well, the girl with the hotel information, she ain't here now, so call me back later. I just fucking landed. What you mean call me back later? I'm mad. So now I'm mad, right? I said, you know what, never mind, forget it. So we, at this point in time, since we so fucking late getting to LA, they said we supposed to land at 2. We didn't land till 5:50. 3 hours and 50 minutes late. So I don't know what time we actually left the tarmac, but it was 3 o'clock before we got on our plane in Orlando. So only thing we could, not 5:50, it was like 4:50, because the only thing we could do at this point is go straight to the wake. The wake started at 6. Picked up our rental car, which thank God that wasn't an issue. Picked up our rental car. They didn't have no, I'm joking with the dude, like, y'all go ahead and give me a little Prius for this compact. They consider Priuses to be luxury cars. So I was like, y'all give me this little Prius for the little compact. He was like, yeah, okay, that's funny. You got jokes, right? We go over there to get the car. Only thing left is a hybrid. Only thing left was a Ford hybrid. It was like 10 cars left, and 9 people were already at the 10 cars, and there was like 15 people walking over to get cars. So me and Keita quick step. We saw that doggone Ford hybrid. Snatched that puppy up, baby. Yes, sir. Got in that hybrid. Oh, I don't know what it was. I used to hate Ford cars, back growing up. Because y'all know, black people, we give names to shit, right? The Ford used to be first on the road down. That's what the Ford stood for. So we would never get Ford cars unless you had a Mustang. But Fords always used to be first on the road down. They making these new Fords nice. I love the Ford Fusion. I love the Ford Focus. And that Ford hybrid, baby. Let me tell you, it rode so smooth. So smooth. You didn't even know it was turned on when it came on. My uncle got in the car like, this, is it on? And when I just pulled off, I was like, yes. It had a little turn dial on it, though. I don't like those where you turn whether you was in park, neutral, or drive. I don't like that. I kept forgetting to put it. Give me the lever. I need to shift. I don't want to turn. I need to shift. Make me at least feel like I got, some control. Not the little Like I'm turning up the volume on the car. I don't like that. But other than that, that little hybrid is nice. That mug was nice. We drove about 200 miles the whole time we was there. And it barely made a dent off of the doggone gas. I think I put 3 gallons of gas in to fill the car back up. 3. After driving almost 200 miles. That was beautiful. It was like a 600-mile tank when I got the car. And that probably wasn't completely full because I know I filled up the night before I turned the car back in. We drove about a good 40-something miles back to the airport. And the needle didn't move. You could not tell that I had drove some gas out of that doggone car. Which was a beautiful thing. It's 8 o'clock. And I'm nowhere near work. Nowhere near work. I was already late. And now I'm just like super late. I guess I'm going to be there at 8:30 again today. He didn't say nothing yesterday because I think he was still like she's still grieving. So I'm going to let her go and have this. But yeah, I didn't have intentions on being this late today. So basically we don't have no fucking hotel. My uncle has a 1-bedroom apartment that they lived in, him and his wife. So you got my mama staying there, my uncle staying there, my little cousin staying there, and then a host of other family and friends in this 1-bedroom apartment that the motherfucking air conditioning stopped working in. Baby, talking about hot. Now, LA nights is cool as a mug though, for real. You know what I'm saying? I left Orlando, it was like 100 degrees. To get to LA is 72. So my uncle was freezing. He from Memphis. You know, he in that mug for a reason. Like, it's cold. My mama got cold and everything. Y'all, my mama was just not in a good way. She stayed drunk the entire time. For people who use alcohol as a coping mechanism, I can understand why. But she was drunk the entire time. And I'm not one to be around a lot of loud, drunk people who, on good days when they drunk, it gets on my nerves. So I know that on a day where it's solemn, I got shit just feel like it's falling out of my nose. On a day that I feel like it's solemn, or a sad day, or a melancholy day, I don't want to be around that. No. So I had to find me a hotel room. My uncle, he was like, niece, I got to go with you. I've been here since Tuesday. He came in Tuesday with my mama. I've been here since Tuesday, and I have not had any sleep. They stay up to 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, arguing, cussing, and drinking. I don't even drink like that no more. You know, he said I done gave up a lot of shit. I gave up weed. I'm cutting back on my drinking. You know, I don't go out partying. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm 56. Is my uncle 56? He's 10 years older than me, yeah. I think I'm 56 years old. I'm trying to start living life now, right? He said I need sleep. In order to do that, I need rest. You know, I'm grieving my brother. I need rest. So we like, okay, fine. I gotta go. We gotta go. So after the wait, we was back at the crib talking about this. We was like, okay, we gotta go. We left. I say around 9:30, 10 that night. The funeral was the next morning. We left around 9:30, 10 that night, and in search of some place to stay. Some guy that was there, he said that him and his wife was staying down at a motel down the street. It was really nice. It was only like $70 a night. Come with a kitchenette. They stayed for a week long, stuff like that. Come with a kitchenette, yada yada this, yada yada that. We never found the hotel or the motel that he was staying in ever. I don't know if he was just too drunk. He couldn't remember the actual name. But we never found the place that he was talking about ever. We drove up and down Imperial Highway all the way to Inglewood and back. We never found, what was it? Did we end up in Inglewood? I think we did. We never found it. Never. So there was like a list of other motels down this road. The ones that looked presentable enough to stay in didn't have no rooms, although they only had like 2 cars on the parking lot. How you ain't got no rooms? Ain't nobody here. So that just told me that they got a lot of people living there. That's all they told me. Because like the lot was empty as far as vehicles was concerned, but it was a Friday night. It was a Friday night. Friday night, gonna be all right. Gonna be right. Gonna be. Is that the right verse of that song? Gonna be all right now, baby. No, I don't think that's the words of that song. It's Friday night. Just got paid. That's not Friday. It was not Friday night. It was a whole nother day. Lord Jesus, the funeral was on Friday. Anyway, we drove around. By the time we found a hotel, we was 45 miles. I think it was 45 miles outside of LA or outside of where my auntie lived. We ended up in the city of Industry for our hotel. If y'all know the LA area, you know, from Crenshaw District to the city of Industry, that's how far apart we were. It took us 2 hours. 2 hours to find this doggone inn. Because it wasn't even a hotel. It was an inn. It wasn't bad. It was cool to sleep in. If you was looking for luxury, that ain't it. But it was okay to sleep in. The beds wasn't uncomfortable. It wasn't no crowds of miscreants hanging around. I'm bougie. I don't like that shit no more. I try to separate myself from that super urban, I don't even want to call it urban. That lifestyle. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Just like when I go through Orlando, the area of the town, this is area of town. Actually, there's a lot of areas of town like this. When I was working out at the other office, it's an area of town like this. I was out at Winter Park. Okay, right by my office is where pain and destitution live, is the way I want to say it. The houses, you seen like old slave movies, and the way the houses look that they lived in, the shacks, just like wood slats being held together and you sitting up on some tin cans or some. That's how these houses look around my office, like immediately around my office. When I drove through there, y'all, I felt like crying. It felt like poverty and pain. But when you look at the people, it's like they don't understand the destitution that they're in, and they still laughing and joking and happy and smiling, you know. When I watched that movie, The Queen of Cotway, I kept saying it about that movie too when I did my review on it. According to my standards here, my Western standards in the United States of these Americas, that is below the poverty level. When you sleeping on mud and dirt, you know, you ain't worried about, you got half a roof, and like I said, your house sitting on tin cans, and it's just some slats and coat hangers holding your shit together. We like looking at that like, you impoverished, right? That's how we looking at it. That's how this out there in Winter Park, that's how that look. Now here in Pine Hills, it don't look that way, but there's so many prostitutes walking up and down the strip, people who are clearly stricken with drug addictions, and just homeless people. All homeless people not on drugs. You know, I've learned that in my life. And homeless people and crime left and right. And here in Florida, it's so diverse that even your impoverished areas are diverse. It's not all black people. It ain't all black people. You got your white folks out there. I don't see many Asians, but you got all them out there too. The Latino, all them out there in this impoverished area. So when I drive through there, it feel like pain. It feel like pain when I walk through there. Whew. Out there in Winter Park though, those was black people. I felt the souls of black people all up through there. It was like I could feel slavery just still lingering in the streets, and they don't even know that. Like, because as soon as you drive past that little area, it take you all of 10 minutes to drive through it. You in an area where it's $1 million homes. Like back home in St. Louis, they got this area called the St. Louis Divide, where you can see a hood, and then you cross the street, you in like the well-to-do areas. This is so well-to-do. It's like $1 million fucking homes. Like I'm right here. with termites infesting my home, when I got, laundry lines hanging from my roof to the neighbor roof, we running cords back and forth just trying to share electricity. It's a hole so big in the side of my house I could drive a fucking car through. That's where I'm living. And just if I cross the stoplight, there's $1 million mansions just across the street. It's like crazy. It don't even blend. You know what I'm saying? It don't just like easily transition. It just bam, there it is. Oh, I think that's probably another reason why I was like, I can't work out there no more. I felt depressed coming home. But I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. I think I was talking about LA and I just jumped topics all together. I was talking about something in LA in the hotels. Anyway, we go back out to LA. We slept that night, whatever, we got a room. But we had the same problem the next night. We came back from the funeral and the repast, and I was finna book a hotel, but I forgot my cell phone in the car, right? So I was like, okay, when we get back to the car, we're gonna help them unload at the house, and I'm gonna go find my granddaddy. I told y'all I lost contact with my granddaddy. I don't know if his number changed, he must have moved or what happened. I said I was gonna go find him. I remember what street he lived on. I was gonna go knock on doors or what have you. So me and Keenan was going to leave to go find my granddaddy, but we wanted to go check into the hotel first. So once I got back in the car, I was like, well, I'm just gonna drive over there. It's 5 minutes from where we was at, right? Drive over there and then we could check in and everything. If it costs differently online, we could just book it online. Drive over there and we pull it up online and it's now sold out. Damn near every hotel around there sold the fuck out. I was like, here we go again. Here we go again. Oh my goodness. We ended up finding another hotel in Gardenia. Actually, it wasn't a hotel, it was a motel. We found Motel 6 in Gardenia. But this little Motel 6 was pretty nice. They just remodeled and rehabbed it or what have you. It was pretty nice. I was like, oh damn, why we didn't find this the first damn night? They might have been sold out. I mean, it didn't look like it had that many people in there. They was remodeling a lot of rooms, so maybe they didn't have a lot of rooms available because they had a lot of rooms they was remodeling. But it was nice. I was like, okay, damn, I wish I'd have found it the first night. Because we was 9 minutes from the damn crib, 9 minutes from my uncle's house. So, back at the funeral, my uncle's son, he came through. His other daughter, she decided she was not going to participate in the memorial. I don't fault her at all. I don't blame her at all. I understand 100% what she going through and why she wouldn't be there. I understand it. So, myself, Keena, my uncle, and then my cousin, we all hanging outside for a minute, before the service begins. And I felt so weird, y'all. So of my family, or my uncle's family, the bloodline, me, Keena, my mama, my uncle Greg, his daughter, and one of his daughters and his son. That's it. Everybody else that was there was his wife's family or his friends. But I shared on my YouTube channel already a snippet from the memorial service where a few of his friends from the groups that he used to sing with and that they still cool as hell with, they were there and they sung, I think the song's called My Buddy. Y'all might have heard Smokey Robinson sing it in the movie Temptations when Blue died. That's the song that he was singing. I want to say one of them had something to do with the writing of that song, or I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, they sung that song, and I was in my feet. My mama had just did a poem that caught me in my feelings too. Ooh, did you just get hit? Ooh, wait. And that Jeep don't look damaged at all. It's 8:15. It's gonna take me another 15. I'm gonna get to work at 8:30. I had no intentions on coming this doggone late today. Only because we have like extra shit that we do on Tuesday mornings, because Tuesday is our latest day one of our lightest days of the week. So we get a lot of extra shit on Tuesday morning. Bro, don't jump your ass over here. They give us the extra shit on Tuesday morning because it's one of our lightest days, so they try to balance out our day. But now, since I'm 30 minutes late, I'm back to where I was been at if I didn't have the extra shit. So I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Yeah, but other than that, it was a nice little service. The pastor got gangster on us. The pastor was one of his friends too. He's not really out of the music industry, but he's now ministering. And I don't know, it was something he was saying. And ministers of Baptist churches, Pentecostal churches, they like to do call and response. I say something, they expect you to respond to it, right? So he was like, I don't know what he was saying. I'm just going to be silly here. The fish gonna fry in the kitchen. Yeah. Beans don't burn on the grill. Yeah. Took a whole lot of trying. I said it took a whole lot of trying. Oh, y'all don't hear me now. So people wasn't really responding to this certain point like he wanted them to. He said, I said took a whole lot of trying. Oh, don't make me come down there. He took off his little jacket. He said, before I was a preacher, I was a gangster. Don't let me come down there. And he said, y'all gonna have me throwing up the setup in here. I was like, oh my goodness, he just come out and tell everybody he finna throw up the set. Because they wouldn't respond the way he wanted them to be louder. They was responding, but preachers feed off of your energy. So, he should have had the organ. When they get going, black people get going in church. Something like that. But he should have did that. And they could have really got going. But, so that was like the most funny part of the whole doggone sermon to me, with the exception of my uncle's best friend, Bo, came and told us the story about how they met. And basically, my uncle punked him for his grilled cheese sandwich. Back in the 7th grade. And my uncle used to do karate and martial arts and boxing and stuff like that. So he was a big dude. He was already almost 200 pounds back in junior high school. So he was like, I wasn't gonna tell him no. And he was already missing 2 teeth on the side, because he just fight a lot. So when he took a bite of his grilled cheese sandwich, it was jagged from the missing teeth. And he just couldn't say nothing, so he just ate it, And then the second day, my uncle came back again, tell him he wants some of his grilled cheese sandwich again. He said, this time I just broke him off a piece. I'm gonna let him bite my sandwich. So that was the funniest things that happened during the service for me. It kept it lighthearted. I've only really cried when my mom did that poem, and then when they sung that song, I was angry. I think I was more angry than anything. I hold a lot of bitterness in her. I do. I am one of them people. I don't know if it's a Gemini thing. I'm one of them people that I hold grudges. I know this shit ain't healthy. It's like, what's the point? Because most of the time, these people going on in their lives and they thinking nothing about you anyway. But you sitting back home just mad. It's just me. I'm just like that. I don't know what it is. But therapy ain't helped me figure that part out yet. I go to therapy this week, y'all, which is a good thing. A good thing that came at this time. I don't know what it is when I go to therapy now lately. I get nervous about going to therapy because I don't she's good. Remember, I love my therapist. She's good. She know how to tap into my emotions, and I don't want to feel like crying that day. But she always draws some shit out of me to get just sitting down talking to her. When I walk in the room, I just like a release. Why am I crying? We ain't even did nothing. That's all I did was breathe. That's how I be feeling. So I be regretting going into therapy sometimes. Like the whole drive there, I be like, I should have called and said I wasn't coming. The whole entire drive. And then I get there and I talk to her and I feel so much better. But like I said, I realized that over this past week that I got a lot of anger that I have not dealt with. But the problem is I don't know how to effectively deal with it, because if I oh, this is long. It's 35 minutes. I don't even know how long. Let me get off here, y'all, because my camera gonna cut off at a certain time, and then I don't have to put 2 videos together to give y'all this one video. We talk about the anger issues later. I'm trying to catch up with these videos and get these out to y'all later today. Power and Real Housewives of Potomac will be coming up sometime today. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for listening to me ramble on. Like, we'll get back to it. The damn stoplights extended our time here. Normally it take me 30 minutes. We already at 35 and I'm still not at work. Still got another 10 minutes before I get to work. I ain't gonna have 45 minutes on this video. So I'll talk to y'all later. Thank y'all. Peace.